I love it when people say that. To be very honest, I really love it when people say, I grew up with you, I grew up with the music. Kasi parang all of a sudden, I'm transported to a completely different time in the Philippines. Five things I miss in the Philippines. My driver. My driver. My friends. My friends. The rain. The rain in Manila. Iba yung rain sa Manila. Ewan ko. Mas maganda. Mas nakaka-senti. Some of the food and my mom's priests, the Marian missionaries of the Holy Cross. I miss them. I want to visit them again. I would have said my mom, but she already passed away. So, she would have been number one. Sa dinami-dami ng aking minahal, panandalian lamang at ilan lang nagtagal. Iisa pa lamang ang binabalikan, alaala ng kahapong pinabayaan. Kasi pinabayaan, hala. Ang story nun, sinong pinabayaan? Ganun sa dinami-dami daw ng ano. Alam mo naman yun, di ba minsan yung mga playboy, sa dinami-dami ng girls nila, tapos yung pala, yung mahal pala talaga nila, pinakawalan nila, ay halak ka. Hindi ko story yun. Hindi ko alam kung sino yung pinabayaan. But maybe we should ask Joey Reyes, Jose Javier Reyes, the brilliant Jose Javier Reyes, the brilliant director and screenplay writer, script writer. He's the one that penned the lyrics of this song. So, pati ako tuloy na curious. No, okay. But the truth of this, the truth behind this trivia behind this song was that it was, and I only found out years after I recorded it. This song was actually intended for Nora Honor to record, actually. But I don't know what happened. In-intercept ng producer ko si Rudy Lozano. And I'm not sure why, but it was given to Rudy Lozano to give me for my album with Dyna Records. So, again, by chance and happenstance, it was not something na pinasulat sa akin or anything like that, but again, another blessing that landed on my lap. There are nights when I can't help but cry, and I wonder why you had to leave me. Tell me, where did I go wrong? What did I do to make you change your mind completely? Everybody thinks that Tell Me was written for me, but it wasn't. Actually, it was given to me by Louis Ocampo, and he wrote the melody of this song, and he also wrote the lyrics. He wrote the melodies, and then Alan Aike wrote the lyrics of the song. And I actually spoke to Alan Aike to find out why he wrote the lyrics of the song. And he said, well, Louis and I were talking one night, and kwentong buhay And I think that Louis had told him a story and that he wanted to write a song na ganito, ganito, ganito yung sinasabi. And while he was making kwento to Alan Aike, the song, he was already playing a melody, and Alan Aike immediately came out with his lyrics. So I think it was one of those songs na parang born out of spontaneous emotion talaga. So this is a song that was written by them, born of a story in, I think, Louis' life. But ang swerte ako kasi sa akin binigay yung kanta. And I did my best to breathe as much heart into the song as I could, because it was really a beautiful song, even when it was given to me. We counted the beginning of the 40 years from when I started singing with the New Minstrels, because I think that was really what started everything. But and to be honest, there was another concert before Life Size that was sort of my testing ground. And this was a concert at the Meralco Theater called Watch Me. And how I would memorialize that was, Meralco Theater was such, I can't even find the words for it, but Meralco Theater to me is such a home base venue, right? Because many of my Glee Club concerts in high school were performed in Meralco Theater. There was a CCP, but there's something about Meralco Theater that is just so warm, and I don't know, it just feels like home. I just love that theater. So in 1984, my mom and the helped me to launch a parang soft launch ng career ko. Freddie Santos directed a show in the Meralco Theater called Watch Me. And it was like the perfect bridge from my old high school singing days, and now transitioning into what I didn't know would become a 40-year singing career. So I think that's the one. Watch Me at Meralco Theater. I think that's the one that I would memorialize. The most beautiful feeling I think any singer could ever feel is to stand in front of a crowd of anywhere from 500 to 30,000 people and hear all of them singing your song with you. I don't think that there will ever be a more beautiful feeling for me. Here I am, I haven't gone that far away, and since I am the kind of friend you know will stay with you through all the pain, never to leave you in the rain, ready to listen to what you've been through, your woes and blues, and share each other's points of view. We've been there once before and kept our points of view. Doesn't really matter if they're never quite the same. We have the rules in different ways. We play the games of different folks with different strokes and keep our points of view. Kasi Pops and I were both the frontline female recording artists at that time for Octo Arts. This was 1983 or 84. So kami dalawa yung main female artists nila. And they just had an idea now, why don't the two of you sing a duet about friends and friendship? And immediately, it took Freddie Santos, wala pang 1 hour, the great Freddie Santos, to write this song. And then Louis wrote the music to it. So That's how Points of View is born. Nobody has ever been able to explain to me. I've asked writers, reporters, why nung 80s, number one, bakit lahat ng mga male singers puro tisoy? Puro mga kolehialo. Bakit? Para kaming lahat nakawala sa hawla from the 70s. Siyempre, 5-star hotel. Papayagan na ako ni Mami, di ba? So, biglang labasan lahat. So, I don't know if that's the reason why. Pero, parang nung 80s ganun, di ba? Parang biglang naglabasan lahat yung mga... Hindi nga, tisoy, dami. Aquino, Louie Heredia, Raymond, na rin si Martin, Gino, diba? Dami. Actually, I was the oldest. Kasi si Ku naman was the batch before me. It was Ku, Basil, Lea Navarro. They were before us. Nonoy was also, yeah. Kasi I used to watch Nonoy na college pa lang ako, pinapanood, masabihin kay Nonoy college nga ako, pinapanood ko siya sa Philippine Plaza. Binisita ko nga siya nung nabomba yung paa niya eh. He was with Family Birth Control Band. So medyo a batch ahead sila. Pero in my batch, Gary, Lou Bonnevie, Jam Morales, Mia, Shasha, Pops, Martin, ako yung eldest actually. Kasi ako, when I started singing, nag-college graduate na ako eh. Strict ang parents. Kulang man sa'tin itong sandali. Alam ko na tayo'y magkikita muli hanggat may umaga pa na harapin. Ikaw lang ang mamahalin. That song was written after I lost my sister to cancer. So 3 years prior to that, 1982, I already lost my father to cancer. And then 3 years later, I lost my sister to the same kind of cancer. And those two are the same kind of cancer I eventually had twice. So it's really a very tragic family thing for us. And 3 years, to lose 2 family members in 3 years is quite devastating. And Louis himself had gotten very close to my sister Anna. And when she died, there was no other way for us to express our sadness but through music. So, Ikaw Lang Ang Mamahalin was another song born of pain, and this time the pain of losing a sister. Yeah.
Sorry I'm making you cry, but how do you feel about it making waves right now in teleseries, in
Oh, fantastic. I mean, Cesar, maghanap ka na ibang singer na 25 years na nawala sa Pilipinas. Paminsan-minsan lang umuwi. Pero hindi pa nakakalimutan, tinutugtog pa yung kanta sa radyo. I don't really, alam mo, in my concert, I said exactly the same thing. I really don't understand the phenomenon, but songs like Ikaw Lang Mamahalin sort of took a life of its own, just like Tell Me, and just kept living. It was living in the hearts of people. It was living in people who lost loved ones. It was living in teleseries, in movies. It was living in the voices of bigger singers, bigger than me. So even Tell Me, it's been re-recorded by so many big stars. So ano yung feeling? It's better than winning 1 million awards. It's parang it's it's a feeling of being immortalized. Wow. Parang kung ano, vampire. Just give it a try, though I'm like chasing rainbows in the sky. I wanna hold you in my dreams and make believe that it's true. Though I know that it's impossible to do. 'Cause you're a star. People love you as you are. You're a million miles away from me. Alright. Sakit naman. That was a very beautiful Robert More song. And I'm very excited because Robert More is actually giving me another beautiful song very soon. And it was only recently that he told me that Million Miles Away was actually a song that he wrote for a festival competition, but didn't win. So he gave the song to me, and by some stroke of luck, it became the beloved song that it is. And the only reason he told me this was because the new song that he's going to give me, he also wrote for a festival competition that also didn't win. So sabi niya, wish ko lang pasikatin mo ulit. Sabi ko, that's a tall order, pero I'll try my best. Ang ganda-ganda ng kanta. I'm also excited to let you hear that song. You know, the other thing too is when I sing the song, I try to imagine kung paano kayo nararamdaman ng mga tao na parang yung tingin nila sa akin, million miles away. You know, I used to wonder how that felt until my friend took me to a Johnny Mathis concert. Idol ko talaga noon yun eh. Bata pa ako, gusto ko na yun. So, it was really only when we watched the Johnny Mathis concert, and alam mo, siguro 3 notes pa lang yung intro ng kanta niya. Sigaw na ako ng sigaw. Pinagtatawanan na ako lahat ng matatanda sa theater. Tapos after the concert, sabi sa akin ng friend ko, actually bubog na yung braso niya sa kakukurot ko. And sabi niya, ngayon, alam mo na kung anong feeling nung... Kasi dati lagi mo sinasabi, hindi ko naintindihan bakit sila sumisigaw tsaka umiiyak pag kumakanta ako. So it was only that time, sabi ng friend ko, ngayon alam mo na. Kung ano yung naramdaman mo dun, yung iyak mo tsaka kurot mo sa akin kay Johnny Mathis. Ganun pala yung nararamdaman ng mga nanonood sa akin. And hindi ko kasi ma-imagine na mangyari sa akin yung ganun. Even up to this point in my life. So now every time I sing that song, it's a renewed appreciation of what has happened to my life. Yun. Hindi ko, alam mo, halo-halo. Iyak sila. Ako kasi pag nagko-concert ako, pag kumakanta ako, iyak sila, tapos magjo-joke ako, tatawa sila, tapos kakanta ko ulit, iyak ulit sila, tapos magjo-joke ako ulit, tapos tatawa ulit sila, tapos para silang oras ng ligaya, iyak-tawa. Para silang... But I think it's a different kind of iyak. I think it's a joyful iyak. It's an iyak that it's tears that we cry when we remember good memories, and hopefully, sana. Pero yun yung the most. And I wonder why you had 40 years, you guys can also do the same thing. Just keep writing songs.